Your 8.2 notes is on the back of your 8.1 notes. And we will start on example number 2. Here I'm trying to convert to polar form in radians. -1 represent my R, and I can therefore say R. Actually, -1 and is represent my X, and square root of 3 represent my Y. But I know that R is equal to square root of X squared plus Y squared. That will be -1 squared plus square root of 3 squared. And if you complete this operation, you should end up with R equals 2. Now, you should also know that theta is equal to the tangent inverse of y over x, meaning square root of 3 over -1. And the tangent inverse of square root of 3 over -1, keep in mind, you want it to be in quadrant 2. Why in quadrant 2? Because if you plug in this point, you will end up in this quadrant where your x value is -1 and your y value is square root of 3. So your angle must be in quadrant 2. After completing this operation, you will end up with pi over 3. But in quadrant 2, the only angle that has the same reference angle as pi over 3 will be the angle 2 pi over 3. So your final answer is 2 pi over 3. For problem number 4, I want to convert it to rectangular form. So this time I'm given R and I'm given theta. So I will start by saying X is equal to R cosine theta, meaning -5 cosine of 2 pi over 3. And Y is equal to -5 times the sine of 2 pi over 3, which is equal to -5 times the cosine of 2 pi over 3 is -1/2, and the sine of 2 pi over 3 is square root of 3 over 2. Here I end up with 5 over 2, and the other one I end up with -5 square root of 3 over 2. So your final answer would be 5 over 2 and -5 square root of 3 over 2. Alright, on number 5 and 6, what we will do is, for these two, our goal is to find only R or theta, or even both. Why not? But on 7, 8, and 9, what we will do is we will try to find X, only X, or Y, or both again. So we will not try to find all of them. If you can find R and theta, good. If you can only find R, still good. Only theta, still good. Let's look at problem number 5. It says write the equation x equals 7 in polar form. If it's x equals 7, this tells me that R cosine theta is equal to 7. So I will say R is therefore equal to 7 over cosine of theta, which is equal to 7 times the secant of theta. I think this is good enough because I found R, an expression of R, 7 secant theta. For the next one, it says write the equation x squared plus y squared equals 16. One thing you need to remember is R is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared. If I square both sides, I end up with R squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. This is a very important, it's very important. This formula it's useful. You will need it a lot. If you memorize it, it's great. So let's go back to the problem. It says, therefore, that R squared is equal to 16. Therefore, R is equal to 4. Good enough. I found one. For number 7, it says now, write R equals -3 in rectangular form. Well, if R is equal to -3, it only means that x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. These two are kind of opposite. Alright, the next one says On number 8, it says write theta equals pi over 3 in rectangular form. By the way, this is the final answer. So to write theta in rectangular form, what I will do is, I know that theta is equal to the tangent inverse of y over x. That's one thing I know. So I'll go ahead and plug in the point negative pi over 3. Negative pi over 3 is located somewhere here, where this is negative pi over 3. The reference angle obviously is a 60, so this is negative square root of 3. This is 1, and this is 2. So in order for theta to be negative pi over 3, I know that for sure. I will know that y is equal to this y. Knowing that, let's call this x, because we're not 100% sure that it's 1. So if this is x, this is 2x, and this is negative square root of 3x. In other words, y is equal to negative square root of 3x is my equation. In other words, it doesn't matter what x is, negative square root of 3 times x will give you the exact value of y. Once again, it's based on the fact that I have this angle. The next one, which is problem number 9, says write r equals negative 5 cosecant theta in rectangular form. This also tells me that r sine theta, this is a hard way to do it. So let's go ahead and just rewrite this one. This tells me that r is equal to negative 5 over the sine of theta. If I cross multiply now, I will get r sine theta is equal to negative 5. When r sine theta is my y, so this whole thing is actually y. Y equals negative 5 is your final answer on this. Let's move on to the last page. The last page says graphing polar equation. R is equal to 3 plus 3 cosine of theta. Now if I plug in 0 in this equation, I will get cosine of 0 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 3. I will get 6. If I plug in pi over 6, cosine of pi over 6 is square root of 3 over 2. So it will give you 3 plus 3 square root of 3 over 2, which is approximately equal to 5.598. Pi over 3, well, you will do the same thing. You will get 9 over 2 here, which is actually equal to 4.5. You will get 3 here, because that's pi over 2. Cosine of pi over 2 is 0. 2 pi over 3, you will get 3 over 2. And of course, at pi, you will get 0, because cosine of pi is negative 1. For 4 pi over 3, I'm going to go ahead and just complete it. By the way, this is 1.5. This is also 1.5. You will go back to 3 to 9 over 2, which is 4.5. From 11.6, you will go back to the 5.598. Note that I'm going back to the original one, which was 6. So this is 3 plus 3 square root of 3 over 2. Let's go ahead and try to plug this point. I will do that in red. The first point is the point 0, 6. For theta equals 0, you add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll put a red dot here. For theta equals pi over 6, which is, remember, this is pi over 2. I will do it in blue. This is pi over 2. This is pi over 4. This is pi over 3. This is pi over 6. Just remember your angles. For pi over 6, I would say is at 5.598. So somewhere very close to 6, meaning here. For pi over 3 now, I'm at 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. I'm right here. For 2 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, allow me to go ahead and label the rest. 2 pi over 3 will be here. I have 2 pi over 3. I don't know if I would need anything else, but 2 pi over 3, we say is at 1.5, which is here. Pi over 2 is that 3. Pi over 2 is up here. 1, 2, 3 is here. Based on what I saw earlier, actually, let's do the 2 pi over 3, which is 1.5, and pi is 0, meaning we're going also at the origin. Based on what I saw here, it will repeat itself on the bottom, but we can go ahead and do it. 4 pi over 3. This is 2 pi over 3. 3 pi over 3 is here. 4 pi over 3 will be somewhere on this line, and it's at 1.5. I assume you will know where 4 pi over 3 is. 3 pi over 2 is at 3, which is here. 5 pi over 3 is at 4.5. And where exactly is 5 pi over 3? This is 6 pi over 3. 5 pi over 3 will be on this line. 4.5 will be somewhere here. And the last one, which is at pi over 6, it will be somewhere here. I'll go ahead and try to draw this. And it will go like this, coming from the center. Curve like this. I'm doing such a bad job at drawing this, but you get the point. Alright, that's it for your 8.2.